In this video we'll be customizing, lapping and reviewing the Bravado Verlierer. Now this is based on the TVR Sagaris, which is an absolutely fabulous car with a history of doing exactly that. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of history on this. So for those of you that don't know, TVR is a British company. They were based up in Blackpool, and for a long time they had a lot of success making a variety of different cars with the same recipe, and that recipe was big stupid engine in the front, rear wheel drive, no driver aids, and a body made of fiberglass. So these things were a bit of a handful, just like the one in the game, and they quite rightly had a reputation for being, shall we say, a little bit crashy. But there's so much about TVR that's cool, which is why this is a car that you absolutely must buy. I mean, in the game, I've got to admit, it's not a brilliant car. It's not a brilliant car, but it is the only TVR in the game, and that's why you should have it. So they worked out of their factory in Blackpool for a lot of years, building these things on a tiny budget. So much so that in one case, when the owner's dog got into the warehouse and took a bite out of one of the clay models, instead of taking the time and money to fix that, they just sculpted it in, and that became the way the front bumper of the Chimera and the Cerbera looked from that day on. So yeah, partially styled by a dog. So in the game they drive exactly as you would expect. So in real life, as I say, big powerful engine made of fiberglass, no driver aids, always had fabulous interiors, so it was a very nice place to spend the last few minutes before your inevitable death. Customization is fairly weak, I'll be honest, but then again, it does look pretty damn nice anyway, so there's not a huge amount you want to do it. I've gone for this colour is a bit of a tribute to one of the colours that they came up with. They were the first company I saw that really launched something with one of these flip colours back in the flip paints back in the early 2000s, and that's the kind of stuff that they did. It was all, you would have to say the line between genius and insanity ran straight through the middle of the TVR factory, and it was definitely blurry. So much so that at one point they actually developed a car that they then refused to sell because they thought it was too fast and too dangerous. Anyway, let's get around to the top speed and see how it does. So, top speed test. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. What I do here, I have a measured mile that I drive as quickly as I can and do a little bit of really simple maths and give you an indication of the top speed that you can actually achieve and maintain in traffic. And this one's probably going to be reasonable. It is fairly quick, and I've had a sneak peek at the lap time and it's okay. Certainly nothing to write home about. But let's see what we turn in for the top speed. So final thoughts and review. Honestly, I think if you only buy one car this week, make it this one. Not because it's good, because it isn't really, it's kind of okay, but you should buy it because of what it is. It's the only TVR in the game, and TVR are just the coolest car company out there. I mean, who else can build a sports brand off the back of the founder's name, which, you guessed it, was Trevor. Trevor. This is Trevor the car. So yeah, there's just so much stuff you could go on about TVR forever. So for that reason alone, this should be the car that you buy. You won't win anything in it. You won't win a single race unless it's against Faggios. But it's still a really cool looking thing. It does look really nice. It looks really good in some of these fancy paint jobs. It does deform quite a lot, which is unusual. It deforms like some of the older models seem to, which is interesting. But this is definitely something you should have in your collection, just to salute TVR for their craziness and the slightly mental things that they developed for us. So as we come over here, we'll give you the Oh dear me, we'll give you one last crash, obviously, because I obviously haven't crashed enough in this one today. As we come round here, we'll give you the final time. There we have it. So thanks again for watching. Seriously, welcome to all of my new subscribers. This week we've finally hit 500, which I don't know what I expected when I started this channel, but I remember being really surprised when I even got 1 subscriber. So now to be past 500 and working my way up, it's brilliant. It's great to see the channel growing. I love chatting to you guys through the comments, so keep the comments coming, and I will see you in the next video, which I can give you advance warning is one I'm a little bit disappointed in. So take care, and I'll see you all soon.